They have the exits and their entrance. Today on the stage, I, Ugyen Pelden, play the part to welcome one and all here. On behalf of Class 12 Sci C, I welcome Principal, Vice Principal, teachers, and all the students present here to the Merchant of Venice dramatization. This drama started off small. Initially, it was designed as a class learning activity, but as we progress, the talent, the cooperation and collaboration, and the potential we had made us realize that this was something we couldn't just keep it to ourselves, so we decided to stage it to you all. This play was not only a play, but an experience. Everybody got involved, participated, showed tremendous effort. For an example, a few of our actors had to back out of the play due to unavoidable circumstances. Despite this, we persevered. Students immediately took initiative and volunteered to play their parts. By the principle of learning through doing, we are able to understand Merchant of Venice intent. This play is not only engaging and interesting, but it also gives the opportunity for students to showcase their talents and learn the importance and beauty of art and theatre. As you watch the act, many will find that the language we are using is modern English and Zonka and wonder why we are not doing in Shakespearean language. Shakespearean language has its own beauty, but however, in this situation, modern English is more convenient for audience to understand the act and
the little book look as if they bind down to the greatness of your ship.
Believe me, sir, if I had such risky business, ventures in other countries, I would be sad too. I would be worried about it every second. I would be tossing the blades of grasses into the air to figure out which way the wind was blowing. I would be peering over the beams to figure out the best boats and piers for my ship. Everything that made me worried about my ship would make me sad.
I'd get upset blowing on my heart soup because it would make me think of the strong wind at sea which could destroy my boats and make them drown. And when I went to visit churches and saw its stone construction, I couldn't help but think of the dangerous stones at sea which could destroy my ships and make them drown to the bottom of the ocean. My boats, they were worth so much, and all of a sudden it would be all lost and worth nothing. How could I think of such things and not get sad? But you don't need to tell me, Antonio. I know you're sad because you're worried about your ships.
No, trust me. Thankfully, my financial situation is very healthy. And I don't have my money spent in one ship or just one around the world. Even if I don't do well this year, I'll still be fine. So it's not my business that's making me sad.
Why then? You must be in love.
Fine.
Not in love either? So let's just say you're sad because you're not happy. But that doesn't mean you should just stay like this. You should dance and sing to make yourself happy. But some pictures, because they don't even crack a smile when they told a joke.
Here comes great Bassanio, the most noble kingsman, and Crashanio and Lorenzo too. We will leave you to talk to them. They are better company.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. When are we going to have fun together? We never see you anymore. You two are growing exceedingly strange.
When we get the next chance, we'll surely enjoy it together. But today, we must beat our farewell.
Since you have met Antonio, the two of us will leave you two alone. But please remember where we are meeting for dinner.
I will not fail you.
You look
not well, Signor Antonio. You care too much about worldly things, and those who care too much ends up losing them. Believe me, you really don't look yourself.
For me, the world is just the world, a stage where every man has a part to play, and I play the sad one.
Well, let me play the full one then. I don't care if laughter causes wrinkle. I would rather destroy my liver with wine than waste away with sad groans. Why should a warm-blooded man be as cold as stoic as a Why should a warm-blooded man be as cold as stoic as a statue of his dead grandfather? Why should he be so inactive that he's practically asleep while awake? I tell you what, Antonio, I love you and I'm speaking out of love. There are some people whose faces are so unmoving that they grow scum like a steel bomb, and they try hard to maintain that still expression just so that they can seem wise, serious and profound, like someone who could tell, I'm Sir Oracle, and then when I open my lips to speak, let no dog bark. Oh my Antonio, these kind of people only have the reputation of wisdom because they say nothing, and if they should speak, everyone listening will realize they are fools. I'll tell you more about this some another time, but stop trying to get people to think you're serious and wise by acting all melancholy. Come with me, good Lorenzo. Goodbye for now, Antonio. I'll finish the rest of my encouraging speech after dinner.
Well then, we will leave you until dinner time. I might be one of these dumb but wise men he talks about because Crescendo never lets me speak.
Well, keep me company for 2 more years and you'll forget what your voice even sounds like.
Goodbye then, I'll start talking a lot.
Thank you, because in fact the only tongue they should keep quiet are beef tongues on dinner plate and those of uncooperative maids. Now I shall say goodbye.
Well, is there anything now?
Crescendo talks more nonsense than any other man in Venice. His point is always like a needle in a haystack. You look for it all day, and when you find it, you realize it wasn't worth the effort.
So, who is this girl that you promised to tell me?
Antonio, you know how bad my finances have been lately. I have been living my way beyond limit. But don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about having any cutback. I just want to be honorable and pay off all the debts that piled up when I was living the high life. I owe debt to many people, and all the most to you, Antonio, both money and gratitude. I know you'll let me tell you my plan, pay all my debts.
Tell me your plan, Rosanio. As long as it's honorable, you can be sure that I'll let you use all my money.
Back in the days when I was a schoolboy, if I had lost an arrow, I would find it by shooting the second arrow in the same direction. By watching the second arrow more carefully than I had the first, I would get both of them back. I'm telling you straight for a reason, because I owe you. And like a spoiled kid, I have lost what I owe you. But if you're willing to shoot second arrow the same way you shot the first, either we'll get back all the money, or we'll get back what you lent me this time, or I owe you what I already owe you.
You know me better than that. And all this talk means that you have doubted about my friendship. And that's worse than if you bankrupt me.
There's a young lady in Belmont who inherited a huge amount of money. She's beautiful. Even better, she's a good person. I think she likes me. Sometimes the expression on her face tells me that she likes me. Her name is Portia. She's as rich as the famous Roman heroine Portia, daughter of Caro and the wife of Brutus. Her wealth is so world famous. Famous and important men come out of the world to try to marry her. Antonio, if only I had enough money to hold my own against the suitors, I know I could win her.
You know, right now all my monies are tied up in that cargo that's still at sea. And I can't because I don't have it. But go ahead and charge things to me on credit. As much credit as you can get in Venice. And I'll use up all my lines of credit to help you get to Belmont, to Portia. Ghost, see who will lend you the money and I'll do the same. Let's go, Rosanio.
We shall go.
Oh, Marissa, my tiny body is tired of this great big world. If your troubles were as great as your good fortunes, then you would be tired of this world. But as far as I can see, see, people with two must suffer as much as people who start with nothing. So the best way to be happy is to be in beauty. When you have too much, you don't swear, but having just enough helps you live longer.
Well said. Those are good points.
It would be better if we actually applied in our life.
Oh, if to do were as easy as to know what we're good to do. Chapels, having churches, and poor men's cottages, Prince's Palace. It takes a good priest to practice what he preaches. For me, I could easily tell 20 people to do good, rather than be one person out of the 20 who actually does the good deed. The brain can tell the heart what to do, but what does it matter? Goal rules don't matter when you've got a hot temper. These days, young men are like young frisky rabbits, and the good advice is like an old crippled man trying to catch them. Well, this reasoning is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. Oh, the word choose. It's so strange. I can't choose who I love. I can't choose my own husband. I'm a living daughter still controlled by the wishes of her dead father. Tell me, Nerissa, isn't it a pain that I can't choose who I like, nor refuse who I dislike?
Your father was a virtuous man, and he has set up a lottery where your suitors will have to choose between a chest of gold, silver, and lead, and whoever chooses the correct one will win you as a wife. And I'm sure whoever chooses the right one will be a man who will love you well. But tell me, my lady, what are your feelings towards those princely suitors?
Run them through the list, and as you name them, I'll describe them for you. And from my descriptions, you may guess my feelings towards them.
So first there was the prince from Nepal. What do you think of him?
Ah, yes, the stallion. All he ever talks about is his horse. He thinks it's a great credit to his character that he can show a horse all by himself. I'm afraid that his mother may have had an affair with the blacksmith.
And then what do you think about the Count Pelden?
He does nothing but frown. It's as if he wants to say, if you don't want me, then I don't care. He doesn't even smile when he hears a funny story. If he's so sad and solemn at his young age, I can only imagine how much he'll cry as an old man. No, I'd rather be married to a skull with a bone in his mouth than to any of these two. Lord, protect me from these two.
Dear, my lady. And then, what do you think about the French lord, the Monsieur Lepon?
God made him and therefore let him pass for a man. In truth, I know it's a sin to be a mocker, but he tells me he has a horse better than the Neapolitans, and even frowns more than Count Palatine. He is every man in no man. He starts dancing with the birds sing, and to show off his fencing skills, he fights with his own shadow. If I were to marry him, I may as well as marry 20 husbands, because he is 20 men all rolled in one. And I'd understand him if he hated me, for even if he loves me to death, I won't ever love him back.
And what do you think about the Falconbridge, the young baron from England?
Well, I have no opinion on him, because we simply don't talk. We don't talk because we don't understand each other. He doesn't speak Latin, French, nor Italian. And you know how little English I speak? I will admit, he is good looking. But how can you talk with someone who doesn't even speak your language? And he is dressed so oddly too. I think he got his jacket from Italy, his tights from France, his hat from Germany, and his behavior from everywhere.
Then what do you think about his neighbor to the north, the Scottish lord?
Well, I think he's very forgiving, because he lets the Englishman slap him on the ear and didn't even slap him back. Instead of defending himself, he just threatened to pay the Englishman back later. And then the Frenchman promised to help the Scot pay the Englishman back and added another slap of his own.
And what do you think about the young German, the Duke of Saxony's nephew?
He's the worst of them all. He's pretty awful in the morning when he's sobering up, and even worse at night when he's drunk. At his best, he's a little less than a man, and at his worst, a little more than an animal. If we were to marry, and Lord forbid, if we were to ever marry, and he's tragically met with his demise, then I promise I can find a way to go on and live without this man.
But what if he chooses the right casket, but you refuse to marry him, you would be refusing your father's will.
I know, that's why. During the time when he's picking his caskets, I request you, please nurse, I request you to put a nice bottle of white wine near the wrong casket. And I'm sure that this fellow will be tempted to choose that wrong casket.
You don't have to worry about any of these lords, my lady. They have told me their intentions, and they're planning on returning home and never bothering you unless they can find another way to woo you.
Well, I'll die an old maid, unless I am won over by the rules set according to my father. I'm glad these suitors are sensible enough to leave. The only thing I like about them is that they are not here. I wish all of them safe trip home.
My lady, do you remember from your father's time in Venice, a scholar and a shoulder who came along with the Marquis in Manferret?
Yes, I think his name was Bassanio.
That's right, ma'am. Of any man my foolish eyes have ever seen, he was the one most deserving of a beautiful lady like you, Portia.
I remember him well, and my memory tells me that he's worthy of your praise. Hello, do you have any news for us?
The four suitors wants to speak to you to say goodbye, madam. And ahead of them comes the fifth person sent by the Prince of Morocco, who brings the word that his master will be here tonight.
Another one. If I could say hello to the fifth one as happily as I'll say goodbye to the first four, I'll be happy that he's coming. If he's kind as a saint but as dark as the devil, then no. I'd rather him hear my confession than to marry me. Let's go, Nerissa, and you go ahead. As soon as we close the door to one suitor, another comes knocking.
Enter Shylock and Bassanio.
Shylock, Mr. Shylock, would you lend me 2,000 ducats?
3,000 ducats.
Yes, for 3 months. As I said before, Antonio will guarantee. If I default, he will pay you.
Antonio will guarantee.
Have you heard anything to the contrary?
What? No. What I meant saying he's a good man is that he has enough money to guarantee the loan, but he has enough money to guarantee the loan, but his investments are uncertain right now, and people around tells me that he has a third ship in Mexico, fourth in England, and his business ventures all over the world. But what can you say? Ships are just retired boats, and sailors are just Sailors are just men. They're rats and thieves, pirates. But despite all of this, the man still seems to be wealthy enough. I think I can consider this loan.
I assure you he can.
Can I speak with Antonio?
Oh, if you please, you can dine with us.
Oh, he has to smell pork. I don't think so. Your prophet Jesus sent the devil into a herd of pigs. And I will not eat them. I will buy with you, sell with you, walk with you, and talk with you, and so on. But I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor I will pray with you. Any news, Ralph? Who's that? Oh, that Christian, I hate him. He boils my blood every time.
Shylock, I'm listening.
Oh, yes, I was just thinking about how much cash I have on hand right now. If I remember correctly, I can't raise the entire 3,000 ducats immediately. So what? Tubo, a Belgio of mine, will supply me with cash. But wait a minute, how many months you said? Oh, hello, Antonio. We were just talking about you.
Shylock, although I have never lent nor borrowed money with interest, I am willing to break this habit of mine to help my friend in need. Does he know how much you need?
Yes, 3,000 ducats.
For 3 months?
Oh, yes, I forgot. For 3 months, you have said. And so let me see, the guarantee. But wait, Antonio, I've heard you say, nor borrow or lend money with interest.
That's right. That's not how I do business.
3,000 ducats. That seems to be nice, even sum of money. Three months of, from 12 months from now on, the interest rate will be...
Shylock, will you lend us money?
Senior Antonio, you have often mocked me for my money and my business practice in Rialto. I have just ignored it. As you know, Jews are good at suffering. You have often called me a dog. You spat on my Jewish clothes, and now you have come to me, and now it seems like you need my help. What can I say? Can a dog have money? Can a dog lend you 3,000 ducats? Or should I bend low, down, in a humble and a submissive voice say, Sir, Lord Antonio, on last Wednesday you have spat on me, insulted me on everyone, and out of these grateful favors you have done to me, I'm happy to lend you money. Should I say that?
I'll call you those names and even spit on you. And if you're going to lend us money, lend it to us as your enemy. So even if your enemy goes bankrupt, it's easier for you to take penalty from him.
Look at you, Antonio, getting all reeled up. I just want to be friends with you. I am fathering my friendship to you, and I will give you what you need without no interest.
That's so kind of you.
This kindness, I will show you. Go to the notary and seal your single bond here. And in a very spot, if you cannot repay me back on such a place, on such a date, on such a sum of money as are expressed in the conditions, let the forfeit be nominated as a pound of your flesh to be cut off from whichever body that pleaseth me. And draw me not, my love, I will do it.
Fine, I'll sign the contract and even say Jews are nice.
No, you can't sign such contract for me. I'd rather go without the money.
Come on, there's no reason to worry. Before the loan is due, I expect to earn 3 times the amount.
Oh, Father Abraham, look at these people. Please tell me they will be able to repay me by the deadline. If not, even though I win the penalty, what can I do with a pound of human flesh? It isn't even valuable as a pound of mutton or a pound of beef. What can I do? I was just fathering my friendship. And now, if you take the bond, great. If not, goodbye, and do not think badly of me.
Shylock, I'll sign the contract.
Okay, meet me at the notary right now. I have to go home right now.
Hurry up, my Jewish friend. Come on, let's go. There's no reason to worry.
Representing Act 2C1. Enter Portia and the Prince of Morocco.
Bring me the most beautiful person born in North, where some barely tall guy. And that's not good even me, so that you can see. Whose blood is red, he's so mine. I'm telling you, my lady, all these aspects of appearances has frightened the brave man. By my love, I swear the most regarded qualities on my land, but I wouldn't trade my dark skin color for anything. My gentle queen, kindly accept me.
In terms of my choosing a husband, I care about more than looks. And besides, my destiny is to be decided by my father, so I can't even choose for myself. But if my father had robbed me of that right, you would be as good a potential husband as anyone else, renowned prince.
Thank you for your compliment. Therefore, I beg you to lead me to the casket so that I can try. By this sword! With which I have killed the leader of Portia and Persian prince, and with which I have won 3 battles against Sultan Suleiman. I swear that I will stare down the sternest eyes in the world, be braver than the most daring man, all to win you. But alas, if Hercules and his servant have to play a game of dice to decide the better man, the weaker man might win by his love, and so the great Hercules would be defeated by his own servant because of his pride. And so I might lose you to a less worthy man. If that happens so, I am tired of being.
You must try your luck. Either don't attempt at all, or promise before you choose a casket that if you choose the wrong one, you must never speak to a lady about marriage again.
I promise. Come on, bring me to the caskets.
First, let us go forward to the temple. After dinner, you can try your luck.
May some God help me make the right choice. I'll either be blessed or a cursed man.
We shall wait to find out. Now, for scene 2, it will have a short summary as there was not enough time to prepare all the scenes. So, Act 2, Scene 2. Lancelot go home. A servant of Shylock struggles to decide whether or not to run away from his master, old Gobo, and convinces him of his identity. Bassanio accepts Lancelot as his servant and Graciano agrees to accompany him to Belmont. They plan a night of merriment to celebrate their departure. Now we shall have Act 2, Scene 3. Enter Lorenzo, Graciano, Salerio, and Solanio. No! We'll sneak off at dinner, get disguised at my place, and get back here, all in 1 hour.
We haven't prepared well enough for this.
And we haven't even talked about who will be our torchbearer.
The masquerade party might turn out terrible if you don't take things carefully.
I think it's better we call it off.
It's only 4 o'clock now. We still have 2 hours left. My friend, Lancelot, what's the news?
Sir, if you read this, it will just...
I know this handwriting. Truly written by a beautiful hand, one whiter than the paper is written on.
Something about love, is it? May I live, sir?
Where are you going?
Sir, I'm going to tell my old master that you to dine tonight. My new master is Christian.
Hold on, take this. Tell gentle Jessica that I won't fail her. Tell her this privately. And you, gentlemen, get ready for the masquerade. I have a torchbearer.
Okay, I will go get things ready.
So will I. Meet me and Bassanio at his place in a few hours.
Sure, I'll go get things ready.
Wasn't that letter for beautiful Jessica? Wasn't that letter for beautiful Jessica?
I must tell you everything. She has instructed me on how to take her out of her father's house. All the gold and jewels she has. She even has a servant's disguise outfit ready. If her father was ever to get into heaven, it is thanks to his good, gentle daughter. And may misfortune never befall her, unless under the excuse that she is the daughter of a faithless Jew. Come now, with me. Take this letter as you go. Jessica will be my torchbearer. Escaping her father's house? Let's wait and see, but for that, let's summarize scene 5. Shylock warns Lancelot that Bassanio will not be as lenient as he has been and asks Jessica to keep the doors locked. Lancelot whispers to Jessica that she must disobey her father and look for the Christian who will, quote-unquote, be worth a Jew's eye, iron quote. Now, we will be having scene 6.
masquerade party. Yeah, baby.
This is the house Lorenzo wanted us to meet at.
Yes, but he's late.
Yes, that's odd. Because those who are in love are supposed to be early.
Yeah, of course, because time passes 10 times faster than for lovers, than for couples who have been married forever.
That's always true. Who leaves a meal as hungry as when he sat down? Which horse retraces its steps with much eagerness as when he came forward? The chase is always the most exciting part. When the ship leaves its native bay, its sails are hugged and embraced by the loving wind. But when it comes back, it has ragged sails and weathered sides, damaged and torn apart by the vicious wind.
Here comes Lorenzo. Let's talk about this later.
I'm sorry for being late, my friends. I did not make you wait on purpose, but it was due to business. When you are the ones waiting to steal your wives away, I will wait for you as patiently as you have for me. Now come, this is the house of the Jew that will be my father-in-law. Hello? Who's there?
Who are you? Tell me so I can be sure, although I do recognize your voice.
It's Lorenzo, your love. Both heaven and you yourself know that you are mine.
Here, catch this. It's worth the effort. I'm glad it's dark out, so you can't see me. I'm very ashamed of how I look in this disguise. But love is blind, and lovers cannot see the little faults in their relationship. If they could, Cupid himself would blush at how ridiculous I look disguised as a boy.
You are disguised, sweetie, under the lovely disguise of love. But you must come down at once. They are waiting for us at Bassanio's feast. You must be my torchbearer.
What? I'm supposed to hold up a candle so you can see my shameful appearance? Speaking of light, my behavior is a little too light on morality. The torch bearer brings things to light, my love, and I shall be kept hidden in the darkness.
Come down now. They are waiting for us at Bassanio's feast.
I'll go securely close the doors and get some more money, and then I'll be with you right away.
I swear, she's too gentle to be a Jew.
Call me crazy, but I love her with all my heart. In my many terms of character, she is wise. In my eyes, these very eyes are trustworthy. She is beautiful. She has even proven her loyalty time and again. And because she is wise, beautiful, and loyal, she will always be in my heart. Are you here now? We must go to the party. Come, gentlemen. Who's there? Crescendo, where have you been? It's 9 o'clock. Our friends are all waiting for you. There is no masquerade tonight. The wind is blowing, so Bassanio is going to get on the sailboat right away. I have sent 20 men looking for you.
I'm glad. I don't want to party today. All I want to be is on our way sailing tonight. Let's go.
Jessica has successfully escaped her father. And now we go back to Prince of Morocco making his final decision. Act 2, Scene 7. Enter Prince of Morocco and Portia.
When you eat back, then I can see I've never liked you. Chicken lost.
Worse than a wonder.
Now, choose the casket, noble prince.
First one, made of gold, has these inscriptions written on it. He who chooses me will get what many men desire.
The first one, made of gold, has these inscriptions written on it. He who chooses me will get what many men desires. And the second one, made of silver, has these inscriptions written on it. He who chooses me will get as much as he desires. And the third one, made of blunt lead, has this blunt warning. He who chooses me must give up and risk everything he has. How do I know if I choose the right casket?
One of them has my picture inside. If you choose that one, then I am yours.
May some God help me make the right choice. Let's see, I will look over the inscriptions once again. What does the lead casket say? He who chooses me must give up and risk everything he has. Must give up for what? For some lead. Risk everything for lead. This casket inscriptions doesn't bode well. If I am going to risk everything, it must be in hope of big reward. A golden mine doesn't stoop to trash. And let's see the saying engraved on the silver casket. He who chooses me will get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. I need to think over this for a second and consider how much I deserve. If I were to judge myself, I would say that I deserve quite a bit. But quite a bit might not be enough to marry the lady. And let's see the saying engraved on this beautiful golden casket. He who chooses me will get what many men desire. Well, this the lady. The whole world desires her. They come from the four corners of the world to kiss her, this living saint. The deserts of Middle East and vast parts of Arabia are now the highways for the suitors to come see beautiful Portia. The kingdom of ocean, whose waves rise and touch the heavenly sky, cannot stop the suitors from coming. One of these three caskets contains her heavenly picture. Is it likely that the ugly lady will contain her? I would be damned if I thought such a terrible thought. Or is she the silver one, which worth 10 times less than the gold? What a sinful thought! Such a rich gem as she is has never been set in anything worse than gold. Or is she in the golden casket? He who chooses me will get what many men desire. In England, there's a gold coin that's just stamped with the figure of an angel, and this just engraved on top of it. Here the angel lies within the golden bag. Give me the key, Portia. I choose this one. Hope that my choice will bring me joy.
There, take it, prince. And if my picture is within, then I am yours.
Oh hell! What's this? I scurried inside the eye socket. There's a screw. Let me read over this screw. All that glitters is not gold. You have often heard the saying. Many a man has given up his life just to see my outside. But a golden tombs contain nothing but bones. If you had been as wise as you were born, with the strength of youth in your body, but the judgment of old age in mind, you wouldn't have chosen this casket. Farewell. Your attempting to get Portia is unsuccessful at all. Goodbye, Portia.
My heart is too sad to kill them all. This is how losers do.
Good riddance. Close the curtains back up. I hope everyone of his complexion will choose that casket.
And now comes to make the selection. Open the curtain.
Behold, there are the caskets, noble prince. Behold, there are the caskets, noble prince. If my picture is within, and you choose that casket, we will get married right away. But if you don't, you must leave here immediately without saying another word.
Sweet lady. I will do two things. First, I will never tell anyone which casket I choose. And second, if I choose the wrong casket, I will never propose marriage for the rest of my life. And third, if I fail to pick the right box, then I will let bygones be bygones and will leave Bethel immediately.
Everyone who is willing to risk it for me must agree to these conditions, as wordless as I am.
Okay, I'm ready. I hope love will beside me and give me what my heart hopes for. Gold, silver, and diamond. He who chooses me must give and risk all he has. Risk all he has. You have to be more attractive for me to give or risk anything for you. What says the golden box? He who chooses me will get what many man desires. What many man desires? That many could mean that most people are fools. Choose by whatever is flashy. They don't go beyond what their eye sees. They don't bother to find out what's on the inside. Just like those birds called martins who build their nest on the outside of the walls. People pay too much attention on what's on the outside. Yes. So, I won't choose what many man desires because I won't jump with the common spirit and include myself with the whole crude population. So, I guess, is this one? You silver treasure house? Tell me once more what you say. He who chooses me will get what he deserves. That's nicely put. Because who's gonna cheat love and get more than he deserves? Nobody. Have the honor he doesn't deserve. Oh, wouldn't it be great if property, rank, official positions and other honors were earned only by merit, not by corruption? There won't be too many important men then. How many people who are humble now would be great then? How many noble men would be weeded out and would become peasants? And how many people who give orders now have to take orders? And how many common people would suddenly shine with nobility? Well, let me get back to my choice. He who chooses me will get what he deserves. I will assume that I deserve the very best. Give me a key for this one, sweet lady. I will unlock my fate here in a second.
No.
Oh my God! What's this? A portrait of an idiot holding a scroll up for me to read. It's so unlike Portia. He who chooses me will get what he deserves. Oh, didn't I deserve more than just a fool's head? Is this my price?
If I were to answer you, it might offend you.
One goes $1,000.
This silver chest was put in the fire 7 times. The kind of judgment that never chooses wrongly can withstand as many tests. Some people kiss shadows and only have a shadow of bliss. There are some foolish people covered with silver hair, and this casket had a silver covering as well. Take whatever wife you want to bed with you, but this fool's head will always be yours, so go away, you must live. The longer I stay, the more foolish I look. I came here with a fool's head on my shoulder, and now I'm living with 2. Goodbye, sweet lady. I'll keep my arm and patiently suffer through my anger.
And he's gone, like a moth that's flown too close to the flame. These fools think it over so much, and when they finally choose, their wits aren't enough and they lose. Close the curtains back up, Nerissa.
I guess it's true. The ancients say that death and marriage is a matter of destiny.
Where is my lady?
I am here. What do you want?
Madam, a young Venetian has come to your gate. He's here to tell you that his master is approaching. He brings kind greetings, courteous manners, in addition to that, valuable gifts. I haven't yet seen any ambassador of love as likely to succeed as him. And the man who comes ahead of his master himself is sweeter than the warm April day, reminding us that summer is near.
And enough. I'm worried next that you will tell me he's your cousin, since you praise him so much. Come on, Nerissa. I would like to see this messenger of Cupid.
God of love, please let it be Bassanio!
And now we will be proceeding with the presentation of Act 3. Act 3, Scene 1. Enter Solario and Solanio.
news is there from Beato?
Well, there is an unproven rumor around there that Antonio has lost his ship carrying many riches on the English Channel. If this gossip turns out to be true, then I assume that remains of many tall ships were buried on a dangerous sandbar, which they call the Goodwins.
I hope this rumor is as false as a woman who said that she has wept over the death of her third husband. But it is true, at the risk of talking your ear off, that the good Antonio, the honest Antonio, oh, how I wish there was a word good enough to be next to his name.
Oh, come on, get to the point.
What are you saying? Oh, the point is that he has lost a ship.
I hope this is the last of his losses.
Let me say amen now, so that the devil doesn't interfere with my prayer. For here comes the devil in the shape of a Jew.
You knew about my daughter's plan to run away and go with me.
That's for sure. For my part, I knew the tailor who made the wings she flew away on.
And as for Shylock, he knew that his little birdie had wings, and he knew that she was likely to leave the nest.
Stand for running away.
That's certain if you, the devil, are her judge.
I believe my own flesh and blood rebelled against me.
No way, you old thing. You can't even control your flesh even at your age.
She is my own flesh and blood.
No. There's a greater difference between your flesh and hers than between gold and ivory, and a greater difference between your blood and hers than between red and white wine. But tell us, have you heard whether Antonio has suffered any losses at the sea or not?
With him I have even more bad luck. He's a beggar who used to be smug in the markets. He doesn't dare show his head in Rialto. He used to insult me for charging interest. He used to lend money as a Christian favor that you pay attention to his obligation.
Well, I'm pretty sure that if it doesn't pay you back, you won't actually take his flesh. What would that be good for?
To bait fish withal. If it will feed nothing else, shall feed my revenge. He had disgraced me, hindered me, 500,000. Mocked at my losses, laughed at my gains, turned my friends against me, scorned at my nation. What's his reason? I am a Jew. Had not a Jew eyes, had not a Jew hands. Are we not fed by the same food, hurt by the same weapons, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is?
Oh
man. If you tickle us, do we not laugh? And if you wrong us, should we not take revenge? When a Jew wrongs a Christian, what is his humility? Why revenge? And if a Christian wrongs a Jew, what should his sufferings be? By Christian example, that villainy you teach, I shall execute. And it will go hard, and I will probably outdo my teachers.
Gentlemen, my master Antonio wishes to see you both.
We have been all over the place looking for him.
Here comes another Jew. There couldn't be a third to match these two, unless the devil himself turned into a Jew.
Damn Christians. Hello, people, how are you? What's the news in Genoa? Have you found my daughter?
I did find wherever. But I can never find her.
Oh, there you have it. One of the diamonds she took cost me 2,000 ducats in Frankfurt. I should never go again. Our people are cursed, but I've never felt a curse until now. I wish she was dead here with my jewels in her ear. The thief took so much, and it takes even more to find the thief. Loss on top of loss.
Well, other men have battled it too. Last I heard, Antonio...
What? This is a Belloc!
Antonio's lost a ship coming from Tripoli.
I thank God, is it true?
I spoke with some of the sailors that had escaped the shipwreck.
Thank you, good Joel, this is good news. Good news, you know.
But I did hear that your daughter had spent 80 ducats in one sitting in Genoa.
You stick a knife in my heart, Joel. 80 ducats in one sitting, 80.
But some of Antonio's creditors came into me in Venice yesterday, and they swore that Antonio had no choice but to forfeit his loan.
That's good to hear. I'll torture him. I'll plague him.
But one of them did show me a ring that your daughter gave him in payment for a monkey.
A monkey?
A monkey? That must have been my turquoise ring. Damn her. Leah gave it to me when I was just a bachelor. I would not have given it for a jungle full of monkey.
Well, calm down, Shylock. At least Antonio is ruined.
That's true. Very true. Go get a prison officer for me, Jubal. Pay for his services 2 weeks in advance.
If Antonio forfeits on his loan, I shall have his heart, and I'll conduct my business without his competition. Go, meet me at our synagogue.
Presentation of scene 2.
It's delicious, man. Without I mean, the cherry is better. But imagine where's the Venice cookie? They have one.
Enter Portia and Larissa.
Sorry,
Please take your time. Really do too. Because if you choose incorrectly, then you will have to leave me. I will like a month or two before you make your choice. I could tell you what the right casket is, but I've sworn not to. Darn your eyes, in looking upon them, all of me is yours, yet not officially yours. Make it so I am. I'm talking too much, but I'm saying this just to waste time, to keep you from making your decision.
Let me choose a casket, because for as I am right now, I'm in torture.
In torture, Bassanio? Then confess. What treason have you committed out of your love?
I am guilty of nothing but some mistrust. And for that I worry that I may never be able to enjoy my love. Snow and fire, it goes better together than any treason in my life.
Yes, but I'm worried that you're only saying this because you're being tortured. Men say anything when forced to by torture.
Then promise me my life and I'll tell you the truth.
Well then, confess the truth and you will live.
Confess and love. Yes, that's it. What nice torture, and my torturer tells me it is the right thing to be let go. Come now, let me try my luck. Let us go to the casket.
Let us go then. My picture isn't locked in one of these caskets. If you truly love me, you will find it. Larissa and everyone else, stand back. Let some music play while he makes his choice. It troubles me more watching you choose the casket than you choosing the casket itself.
I will not be fooled by appearances, as the world is often tricked by these fancy appearances. To cite an example, in the court of law, a corrupt and false plea can be made to hide its own evil through a pleasant voice. And in religion, a damned mistake can be covered with some nice show of blessing and some religious scripture to justify it. Every vice has its outward show of virtue. And these cowards with the most disloyal hearts have beads as those of Hercules and Mars, the god of war. Yet they have no courage and no guts, and are so easily frightened. Oh, and to talk about beauty. It is bought by the pound, the form of cosmetics, and what wonders of nature it works, with the ones who buy the most being the most beautiful. And the wonderful golden hair that tussle and waver beautifully in the wind. It's often found out to be a wig. That is the hair of a dead person. Therefore, so in short, the world is always tricked by these fancy appearances, and they may even deceive the wisest among us. Therefore, you gold, the solid metal that Midas can eat, I will not choose you. And I will have nothing to do with silver either, as it is the pale metal that men exchange as currency. But you, humble letter, your appearance, it threatens more than you promise. And your paleness, it moves me more than I can say. And for that, I will choose you. I hope I do not come to regret this decision later.
All other emotions I had, doubt and despair, fear